Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today we are doing a JT Friday news special. Now every JT Friday is special, but this JT Friday in particular is super special because we have now got the beta release of the SEGA System 18, and one of the two games that has been released right now as a beta. One of the games is one of my favorite arcade games of all time. It's something that I was highly anticipating. Hatego was kind enough to sort me out with an alpha copy, so I kind of got involved with the testing on this, and it was a whole heap of fun. The other system that new games have been released for is the Namco System 1, which is known as the JT Splatterhouse core. Now we've received 3 additional games for the Namco System 1. Guys, honestly, you're in for an awesome weekend. Now Hatego starts his cores as beta releases. They then do become publicly available. Now out of the 2 cores here, going with common sense, I would say the Namco System 1 will be available as a public core first and SEGA System 18 after, but don't quote me on that, anything can happen, right? So let's look at the games that have been released. If you do want early access, then consider supporting Hatego over on Patreon. It gets you early access and you can support FPGA core development. If not, no worries, wait for the public releases, they do come. So let's start with SEGA System 18, and the game we're looking at here, guys, is Shadow Dancer. Guys, this game is amazing. So remember Shinobi? Well, this is the sequel to Shinobi. It was released in 1989, and honestly, seeing this in an arcade for the first time, seeing a ninja and that wolf, this game takes me back to being a kid. Like, when I play it, I can imagine I'm in the arcade where I first played it. It was actually only in one arcade ever. I never saw it anywhere else. I only saw it in one place, and I specifically used to go to that place to play it. So it's amazing to have this for the MiSTer, the Analog Pocket. Now the footage that you're going to see here, you're going to see mixed footage, right? Some of it is captured on the MiSTer, some of it was captured on the Analog Pocket. They play equally as good on both, right? I played them on both. They both just feel fantastic. So whatever machine you've got, play it on that. Now, to anyone out there that is a Patreon supporter, just a heads up, guys, the beta file has been updated. So make sure of the latest Patreon post, or if you're on Hatego's Discord, go to beta files, download the latest JT at beta.zip. Add that to the root of your micro SD card for your Analog Pocket before you run an updater. All the games I've got for the Analog Pocket, I got via the updater, so I know they've been uploaded and I know that they're working. On the MiSTer, if you're unaware, you put it, go to the root of your MiSTer SD card, go to games, go to MAME, and just put the jtbeta.zip in there, and you should be golden, because the beta zips aren't updated all the time, but you know what, once in a while they are, and it's important that we take this step, right, so we can get the games working. We haven't just got credits rolling up with no access to controls. So guys, Shadow Dancer, I've spoke about in many videos before. I've done many videos on this via emulation, even testing out the alpha. Absolutely amazing game, honestly, one of my favorite arcade games. Try it out, let me know what you think of it. The other game to look at on here is a game called Bloxeed. Now this is a Tetris type of game, right? But it's got explosions in there. It's got power-ups where a bird comes out and it drops 1 block like a dropping, which, you know, with my childish mind, I just found that absolutely hilarious. So, you know, we've got Bloxeed on there for any Tetris enthusiasts out there. It's a decent game. I don't think it's something I'm going to play. I'm always about the DMG Tetris on the original Game Boy, and that's the one I always like playing. However, I do appreciate it. It's something that's nice on the system. Now, before we move over to the Namco stuff, there's other games to come on this system. One that I'm really looking forward to is Alien Storm, right? Alien Storm is fantastic. It's a beat 'em up by Sega, and it's got like some first-person shooting kind of bits, which kind of remind you of like the game Operation Wolf, but instead instead of shooting with a light gun, you're controlling the crosshair with a controller. Then it's got Clutch Hitter, DD Crew, Desert Breaker, Hammer Away, Laser Ghost, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, and then there's another game on there called Where's Wally, or Where's Waldo, depending on where you're from. Now, the 2 games are here. We've got Shadow Dancer and Bloxeed. So I'm looking forward to additional games coming to this. The one that I'm most looking forward to is Alien Storm and Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. However, DD Crew does look interesting as well. So guys, that's absolutely fantastic. Like, it is great news. So let's now go over to the Namco System 1. So the 3 games that we have got on the Namco System 1, one game is a game called Berabow Man. And all right, let's go through them one at a time. So let's have a look at Berabow Man. Now, Berabow Man is something that I had on the PC Engine, right? And it's also known as Berabow Man, right? So when you're looking at, you may not see Berabow Man in the list of games. It might be called like Berabow Man. I remember it's got the Japanese name written there, right? Now, I had this game on the PC Engine. Now, the way the controls are configured for Berabow Man, it's got 6 buttons, and you know what? I don't like it. It's not the way I know the game. I never played it in the arcade. It had pressure sensitive pads or buttons, the way Street Fighter 1 was, but I never played it like that, right? So I can't appreciate this. For me, it feels alien. I don't want to get used to it. Do let me know what you guys kind of think about it, especially if you played it in the arcade. I played this on the PC Engine. It had 2 buttons, right? And the buttons just worked. From what I remember, you held the buttons down and you got a longer attack, or you held the button down, you got a higher jump, right? And that's how I'm used to playing it. So playing a 2-button game with 6 buttons, it just felt very, very off for me. It's not criticizing the game or anything. The game's a lot of fun, but I did play this on the PC Engine. So definitely try this one out. Then the next game is a game called Quester. So Quester is an Arkanoid clone. Now, I tried playing this on the Analog Pocket, but in order to move whatever it is, your vehicle, your ship, or the thing that you're controlling, right, you have to do it with buttons, and it was very, very tricky, right? This game is definitely, if you've got it on the MiSTer, it's definitely best played with like a spinner or maybe like a mouse, right? That's how you play it best. I don't know if the Analog Pocket has spinner or mouse support. I'm not quite sure. If you know about that, then definitely let me know in the comments. But it didn't feel right with the buttons. It was moving around too fast, and it was actually too difficult to play. And I was filming that on the Analog Pocket instead of the MiSTer. So in the end, I ended up just going with footage in attract mode because my gameplay was just absolutely terrible, using the buttons to move around. And the final game on the Namco System 1 is a game called Tank Force, right? So previously this was released, so it isn't like this is a brand new one in here, but from what I remember, right, only the 2-player version was available. You could only play it 2-player. Now you can play it 1-player, right? So it's fairly awesome. It's a simple kind of game, but it's got its charm, right? It's got boss fights, it's got special attacks. You can get special attack and shrink, you get different bullets. It is quite a fun game. Now, I'm going to read all the games on the system. There's still 3 games to go, and I can't remember all the ones that we've got, all the ones that we haven't. So we've got Baraduke 2, Berabow Man, which is Berabow Man, Blast Off, Blazer, Dangerous Seed, Dragon Spirit, Face Off, Galaga 88, Marchen Maze, or also known as Alice in Wonderland, Pac-Mania, Pistol, Daimyo, no Bouken, or Quester Pistol, Daimyo. We've got Puzzle Club, and then we've got Quester Special Edition, which is included in this update, by the way, Quester and Quester Special Edition. Continuing with the rest of the list, we've got Rompers, Souko, Deluxe, Boxy Boy, Splatterhouse, Tank Force, World Court, World Stadium 89, World Stadium 90, and Douchuuki, also known as Shadowland. So guys, honestly, it's been an absolute great update. Let me know what your kind of favorite game is out of the 5 that were released, right? The 2 SEGA System 18 ones and the 3 Namco System 1 games. Definitely let me know. I think most of you are going to agree with me. Shadow Dancer is definitely like the heaviest hitter out of these. Definitely enjoy it. That's really it for this video, guys. Be awesome to one another. What a great update from Hotego. Yeah, man, like have a great weekend. Like, enjoy Shadow Dancer. I'll see you guys around. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.